Good morning, good afternoon to all my brothers and sisters around the world. No, to all my brothers and their lovely sisters around the world. I just fucked up my introduction.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yes, but
Hey
anyway,
guys, what is up? Welcome back to another podcast.
and this is my best friend's come co-host, Caderjet, and I'm your host, Mix. First of all, let's remind people. Look, we are using a new software with a new background, and apparently the what do you call this software is giving you the opportunity to act like that lion which comes in the introduction part now with that circle and he roars in it before every movie or cartoon, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
And
basically
Tom
you're
and
the
Jerry,
you're,
especially.
you're, basically you're that.
Yeah.
You're getting,
No, man. I mean, if I don't know why. So I have all the stuff I want to hide. So I'm kind of using this, but I don't know why it has this circular thing. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comment down below
yeah,
how to get rid of this circle and
it's the
how to
Zoom
make it like
software.
mix.
It's the Zoom software. We're using it for the first time.
Hey,
uh
wait. So if I use the app, will it let me do it?
I'm also not using the app actually. I'm also using the
Okay.
this
Then I
the
have no clue.
cloud version.
No
I don't
clue.
know what's the reason. Anyway, I was the previous two podcasts we were talking about Russia and Ukraine issue. Yeah. First of all,
Yeah.
I would say that I shared some of the links to some of my college mates, and one of them, she got pissed, pissed like shit, pissed. And her,
Really?
yeah, she got pissed, and her messages. She saw the episode 8, and I sent episode 9 to her. I said that there's more details around, on this issue. She got so angry. She said, are you really supporting Russia? No country has the right to invade. In my mind, I said, bloody hell, I gave all the justifications, and I'm not saying that it's not bad. I'm not saying I'm supporting. I'm just saying that there are things that need to be looked into before you take sides. So anyway, after that, no message. So I'm like, you do you, man. You do you. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. This is just my opinion. Anyway, how was the week so far, or weekend, whatever
Very
you
hectic, man. I mean, this whole March is gonna be very hectic and busy.
you we this so we decided today that you should bring up a topic, and you said to me that you would share some s- school experiences. So anything comes in your head, go ahead.
One experience that just came in my mind is the P periods we used to have and the fun we used to have in those periods.
Yeah,
And PE as in physical education or games
yeah.
period, whatever you want to say it. But I don't know if it was in 11th or 12th where we all played basketball and you enjoyed yourself, something like that,
if if
very
if we
badly.
if we played basketball, that means, or we played, and it was not in 11 and 12, because 11 and 12 was in different classes.
No, not 11, 12, 9th and 10th, because
Yeah,
you used to play basketball and I used to play cricket.
yeah. I never got injured. I think what you were trying to say is, uh the quality of a pants or trousers.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah. I
how
swear.
the material it is made of. I tore about 5 or 6 pants, and not
Oh,
just
I've
there.
seen that a lot.
Yeah, I they were torn from the middle, from my crotch area, literally. Like they were torn
There was this
literally.
once that you tore your pants and we had our like some period we had Arabic or something in the next class and we had to go to that class and teacher asked you like in Urdu like what did you do what did you do to your pants? I don't know if you remember. There was some Molana guy. He had
Yeah, I get it, I get it. But the thing is, I've actually torn so many pants. I can't like remember like which incident happened when, like, because I've torn so many that
multiple times. Yeah.
multiple times. I've about 3 or 4 times, and most of the time it's torn in such a way. It was so embarrassing for me because again, we had even lady teachers. It's okay, like gents teachers is fine, like, but you feel a bit shy when you have. It's a very
We had
different.
lady P.
We had a physics teacher.
No,
Our
I mean in PE teachers.
No, not PE. I'm saying that after the PE got over, we had other classes. Yeah, other the next period, and the next period I had to sit in class. It looks embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that yeah.
Yeah, with a pretty half torn pant. Sometimes just from the main section, the main entire pant torn. I mean, it was crazy to the point I think I had to maybe stitch my pants. I don't know, but it was
You
really.
remember with the part where this whole thing was going and famous, the mannequin challenge, where
Yeah, yeah.
on Children's Day or something, we all were wearing color dress and we the whole class and with the teacher, I forgot who was teacher Ganesh sir, yeah. We were going to we did a mannequin challenge. I don't know if you have the video. Do you have the video or know any ideas if it's
I have
there on
no,
YouTube or
no,
something? I think
no,
it's there
no.
on YouTube. I think it's there on YouTube. Someone put it. I forgot his name. Someone put it up,
I think his
and
name, if I'm not wrong, his name was Gokul. Because I think
yeah,
he's the only guy.
if it's there, I'll post it here. It was an amazing challenge. I mean, honestly, that's one of the best. That's one of the things I remember about us tenth. It happened in tenth, maybe
Man,
2016.
Mannequin challenge happened when it was in 11th and 12th, I think.
No, 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 no. We all were there, and it was in tenth.
Yeah. No, no, that was
Yeah,
Harlem
yeah, yeah.
Shake, not Mannequin challenge.
What was that? Are
Yeah,
that was in ninth.
yeah, that was
The
it.
one, the mannequin challenge was in tenth.
No, 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 no. Mannequin happened late. The Harlem Shake, which was the most that weird dancing shit that trend started, remember? And
That which
that we all did in our class. And then there's a separate video of one more guy in his vest. That was in
yeah.
his
Oh
that was
yeah,
that
yeah,
was in his home. That was in his home. But
yeah.
this one happened in class. And I remember that video. Someone had taken that video and it was
And
circulating
even
on.
you're there in that video, right?
Yeah. I'm also there. It it was circulating in our personal chat group when it was in seven when we had the 7C to 10C group, which was kind of functioning up till we passed out grade 8, grade 12. It was functioning up till
Uh,
that point. So the video was being circulated every month or something. But somebody had that video. I don't know where it is right now. I don't have it.
oh, but those were the two amazing. Like every time you used to watch it, everyone used to laugh so much. I don't know if you have that video. I might put it up here,
Yeah.
and you guys can see while we
Mannequin,
talk.
no, I'm saying why Mannequin is in 11th and 12th because I remember in 11th, I remember very well, I did that challenge with a group of people because only one of my class, our classmate, was with me in
Mm.
12th, one. So I know who is he. So I remember very well the Mannequin was in 11th grade. So that was in 2017. 2016, 17 in that.
Man, I have. I don't know, but it did happen in 2016. I'm very sure about that.
So 2016, so if it happened in 2016, we were in grades uh,
Grade 10, bro.
10,
Yep.
or maybe I
Let
was
me see.
in
What's our group's name? The tenth one. Can't
7,
find it.
7C to 10C.
Hey, where
Seven.
is it?
It's in
Did
WhatsApp.
you did you guys kick me out or what?
No, I didn't care. I'm not
Yeah,
the
okay. No, no,
admin.
no, no, I found it. I found it. There's so less people now. There used to be
Yeah,
like 20, 30 people in this, and now
everybody left.
yeah, everyone left.
But
Sad.
but I remember our chats used to be so funny. Like when we used to chat, like back in
Oh,
the day, we used to insult,
people roasting each other and
especially me
was
and
was
it
especially
was,
you.
yeah, it was good. And I used to talk through my BlackBerry. The first phone which I got was BlackBerry, and then from BlackBerry, I used to talk with my mom had an S3 Mini. S3 Mini was the first phone, but the earliest phones of Samsung, S3 Mini. So that was the peaking time point of smartphones, remember? Like that was the dawn of
Mm.
smartphones. So after a year she gave that to me, so I was having that as too. See, that's
I
that's the
found the
high share.
video.
That's the Harlem Shake.
I
That's what I'm
found the
talking.
yeah, I found the video, but it's not letting me play the whole video
Why?
because it's saying I didn't save it in my drive or something. So oh wait, I found it. But it's like, bro, it's hilarious. Like, you just
Yeah,
go back
that's
to the
that.
group
That's
and watch it.
that.
It's
That's
so good.
if you found it, send it to me because I don't have it.
It's there in the group.
No, basically I had to clear my clutter off,
Oh, okay.
so everything is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
data is gone.
yeah.
So you
Okay.
have to send. And remember, we used to do a lot of arm wrestling videos and a lot of things we did. Man, there's
Amazing.
so much shit we did and so much videos are circulating. So many videos we made. It's like fun. Even the best. Uh, okay, I will talk about one of mine right now. This is after we finished our 10th, and then we had to select our streams. So we all were shuffled into different classes depending on what subjects we chose, and apparently even then also you and me had certain common subjects. Even when we were in a different classes, we both had certain common subjects such as
Yeah,
accounts, and even the rest of the guys who were in our friend circle all had almost accounts. Only one guy was in the science stream, rest were all in the commerce stream.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
what happened is, our 12th grade is the final grade of the school. After that we pass out, and we have this main exam in the end, the board exam.
Yeah,
That's the ultimate exam. So basically what happened was, the whole year I was being failing in one subject called accounts. I just couldn't understand anything, even
yeah.
though I took tuitions. And the funny thing is, I'm taking tuitions from one of my class teachers of grade 12, who taught me business in school, and then she's my teacher in after a couple of hours I go to her rented space, and she teaches me accounts. So
Bro, I'm just gonna hold you up there. The tuition times of our school for grade 11 and 12 was horrible. Like for me, I used to go to some other accounts teacher, and my
mm.
accounts teacher got to know about it, and she snitched to my parents about some shit. My dad, he obviously he's going to react in that way that obviously he'd be like, why aren't you going to her and that's why you're getting low grades and stuff like that. Okay. And then because of that whole huge thing, I was in trouble. And it was all my fault that I'm getting low marks because I'm going to some other accounts teacher, which is not the case. I mean, I don't understand. It's just an answer, just straightforward.
uh,
So that whole huge thing used to happen, and now you carry on, and I'm gonna continue once you're done with that your
it's
story.
basically jealousy. It's basically jealousy.
Mainly jealousy, and it still happens, and I
Okay,
hate that. I
so
don't know why this teacher's politics come
basically
in.
that you invigorated me to add on to the story. So the story which I'm going to share has another prequel. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to in the same story, which has there's two stories. So term one, like when we started 12th. So in 11th, somehow the accounts was easy. I somehow passed it, but in 12th it was really hard. I just couldn't get it done. Anyway, we had this sir. I think I should tell his. Should I tell his name? Or no, it's better not to tell, because the thing which I'm going to share will haunt me if I say his name. But
Yeah,
this one sir who had this half-eyed. He was half-eyed, half eyes closed. Famous teacher. His name started with R.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So he was my accounts teacher, and at the same time, he also teach another subject called entrepreneurship. So what happened was, the first test, like the first class test, which I had in the whole year, I failed in that.
Mm,
So we had this parents teacher meeting, and
yeah,
apparently the worst issue happens is that my class teacher is also my accounts teacher in tuitions.
Yeah.
So when I went to my, and so normally if you want to meet a class teacher, you have to always go to our own personal class. So I think I was in section I. So first thing I go to 12I. But little did I know that in one parents teacher meeting, you have two teachers in one room.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
yeah,
worst
yeah.
issue was that I get my accounts teacher, who is my class in my class, that guy, and then at
Oh
the same
boy.
time behind my class teacher, who's my tuition teacher of accounts. So both are in the same room. My parents decide to talk to the accounts teacher first because I'm weak in accounts, so they just wanted to know what's the issue. So they meet him first. They're my class teacher. My turn comes. We sit. I know
Yeah.
I'm failed. I don't care. I mean, in the sense that I mean, it's over. So like in my mind, I'm like, I don't care right now. What should I
I
do?
mean, now it's over, but back then you were like, oh man, shit, what am I gonna do
But
in this
still,
and
like, now
everything?
after the paper was gone, I'm like, I failed like by 1 mark. I don't care. I'll do it the next time better. Like literally, I was in that I don't care mindset already in my head. And he is just narrating the story like your son failed this and that and whatever he said stuff. And then he comes to me and he asks me, why did you fail? I asked
So
me
your
the
dad or
question.
the teacher?
The teacher asked me, why did you fail? Now, I'm already in my head. I always can stay in my head. So in my head, I'm like saying, I don't care. I'll finish. I'll do next time in my head. And what happened was immediately he asked me, why did you fail? So in my head, I'm starting to question myself, why the hell did he ask me this question? He already knows the answer. Either I did not study, either I know that I did not understand. That's the only two reasons that I could fail. There's no third reason.
No, you should have told him, no, I failed purposely. No, I don't care about the money of
Wait,
my
wait, wait,
father. I
wait, wait,
don't
wait.
care what he gonna do.
No, no, no. I said something along this. I said this. What I said to him:
Okay.
fail, fail, khalas, over.
You said that to him.
Yeah, I said to him, fail, fail, khalas. Khalas basically is an
What was his reaction?
wait. So for the viewers, khalas basically is a word in Arabic, which is to just let go and it's over. Basically means
Or finished,
over.
or like
Yeah,
it's
finish
over.
over. Let's let bygones be bygones and just finish it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got furious. He got furious. And like he
Yeah.
shouted at me, is this the way you talk to a teacher? How dare you in front of your parents? I till this day, I don't feel I've said anything wrong. Even though my parents till now tell me that that was the worst thing I could have ever said to the teacher. I said, why is it still wrong? Because when he asked me that question, when he asked me that question, he already knows the freaking answer. There are only two options. I mean, it's common sense. But then what they say that I was that shows my arrogance. I still disagree with that. Uh, I have no regrets for saying that up till now. Anyway, now what happens is he shouts at me, the other khalas over. Then after that, I go and talk with my teacher, my class teacher, who apparently become my tuition teacher of accounts when I go after this PT, parents teacher meeting. So she talks about my subject in class, but she doesn't confront me there. She doesn't confront me then and there and my family because I think she understood that if she does it, it'll be bad already for me. So nothing happens. Anyway, I go back home, eat lunch, and my time comes to go to the tuition. So I go. And in tuition, it's not just your own school and your own classmates. You also have other schools also. So the mix. So it's even more kind of humiliating in the sense that your kind of stuff gets shared in class, which you want to keep it in your circle. So one of my classmates was in this tuition. And I think apparently he might have walked in or whatever because when I was getting shouted, because he shouted at. So after that, I enter and I don't say a word because don't want to remind people that this instance happened. This idiot, he says, Mix, what happened in class? Why did sir started to shout you? And I shout at you, and he says it so loud that my teacher hears it, and she asks, "Oh, Mix, why did sir started to shout at you?" I said the whole story to you the way I said it now, exactly I narrated it. So this guy said, "Look, if I was sir, I would have slapped your face because what you said is wrong." I said, "I didn't feel anything." I said to that guy, "Look, you're." I said to that guy, "I don't feel anything wrong because honestly, what he asked, he already knew the answer. There's nothing wrong in it." I stood my ground basically. Anyway, ever since that, I'm just failing every paper. To the point I come to the final paper on on the paper, on the original paper I failed, but apparently since I've passed in all the other subjects, I got the mark and I passed out. So only in the paper I failed, accounts paper. You know why? Remember we had like freaking three books in accounts, three test books, and I just couldn't handle it. First of all, I just couldn't. First of all, I didn't understand one book. The only book that I felt it was easy for me was the first one, and
Bookkeeping.
yeah, and maybe the this last one to some extent. I had some idea, like
Wait, are you talking about the one which had pro rata and all that stuff?
I don't remember anything right now, but
That's another equity and pro rata. That's another
I just
book,
remember
green
the
color one. The
I
red
just
one
the
was the main book.
green was the shares. I think the shares, how to shares and
Yeah, yeah, shares
debentures,
and debentures. Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had no idea at all. Then
Oh, I had no idea at all.
the
I hate
first
that chapter. I
the
hate
first
that book.
the first book was about bookkeeping, profit and loss, balance sheet. It was kind of easy, which because
Yeah,
it
that
was
was amazing.
that
Yeah,
was
that was
easy to
good.
understand, or at least I got the basis of it. I had some idea. And then the last book, I don't remember what was it, but back then I had an idea of it. But the thing was, I used to just go to tuitions and whatever she used to give, the sums I used to practice. I never literally opened the test book or tried to understand the test book. I never did it. So I was really not prepared. And when we had a board exam, I remember, and we had to go to another school. It was called the Delhi Private School, remember? And before we entered the examination hall or a test hall, whatever, where you give your the test, remember we had to assemble at a big playground after we arrive.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So once I reached, and I saw you guys, Kentucky, uh, kiwi, banana. Kentucky was not even. Kentucky was not there that day because he was for the science band.
Yeah,
So
he's a science student.
so it was you and kiwi and banana, and I'm running behind you three.
Hanuji.
I'm running behind you three, and like, bro, I've not studied anything. Help me with the second book or some idea. I go to kiwi. Kiwi is like, bro, are you mad? You're the only guy who can do this. Like, you're not prepared like hell, and at the last moment you're like asking help. I'm like, bro, I'm mixed. I can do whatever I want. and and he's like, he says, go to your tuition teacher, come class teacher, and ask her. He gave me this brilliant
Hmm.
idea. I know. And I don't know, that day I had some courage, the nerves to go to her. I said, look, ma'am, I don't have no idea. Can you explain to me this second book or something? I go and I literally ask her to explain to me everything at the like 5 minutes before the examination. She like,
Honestly, I still wonder how I passed that subject. It
and
is insane. I don't know how I passed it,
and she said to
but I
me,
passed 12th.
and let me finish this line and then you can continue. What happened was she said, now it's that would just close the books, whatever just go and write the exam and then pray to God and see what happens. And see, fair enough. I went, gave the paper, came out, passed by 1 mark. Borderline 1 mark. This by those.
Lucky guy, man.
Yep, made it through.
But you know what? You know what? Students now, they will never understand the pain. or the sufferness that goes to it for board exams. Because abhi for now, for the past 3 years, students have been giving online, except for this year they've been giving in person. But that real board exam kind of feel where you're going in another school and giving exam, I don't think people like the ones who have passed out or maybe have given the exams in the past 3 years will understand that kind of the adrenaline rush and all that stuff what we
No,
faced.
they can experience, but not not that much, because what they essentially did was, my sister, yeah, she had, like, for us, we had our entire board exam in March, and we had the full semester from term one to term two, and then one full exam. What these
Exactly,
guys
yeah.
what these guys did was they broke that into two
50
halves.
50.
They broke it into
Yeah.
50 50
First
50.
first boards they have in
Then in
December,
January,
six chapters, and then
December or January did it, and now they're having
December,
it,
January, yeah.
and now they're having in April. First of all,
April, May, yeah.
it's wasting the time. The more early they did, the better, because again, there's just stalling there, in terms of their.
No, Abhi, for now they have it in April because of the whole election situation. That's why it was pushed ahead. Or else it would have been in March end or like mid March or something like that.
But anyway, I remember we finished in March, and then April we were free, and we were just enjoying after school. And I think the enjoyment after we passed out from school, those days were like, there was some sort of that kind of freedom. The freedom we experienced was a whole new level. The experience was amazing. Whenever we used to go out, hang out, it was a very different feeling, but you can't replicate that. It doesn't come again. It's like it was a complete different feeling.
Yeah, man.
And
I mean, once we passed our economics teacher, matlab our class teacher, he gave the whole class a party. So we went to Pizza Hut at the one in Koses. I don't know if you remember the petrol pump Pizza Hut.
not kisses, is it the Davza area only?
Yeah, yeah, that was the area.
Yeah, yeah, I think
There's one Pizza Hut near the petrol
that's
station.
that's shut down right now.
I don't know about the shutdown, but when I was in 12th, then so there were like about 30 something students. He called everyone and we ordered, I don't know how many, four, like 15, 10 or 15 boxes of pizza. And it was like, there was like huge tables like coming out from inside and like the whole outside the footpath. We took the footpath in because we needed to sit, right? So we told the
Mm.
staff that it's going to be around 30 people. So we'll sit outside. And the weather was pretty good. It wasn't bad. Pretty good. Like huge table, like everywhere you go. And then people are coming in. The people are coming in late. Okay. Every time someone new comes, we need a new chair, we need a new table. And it was so amazing. It was so fun. And I kind of realized that once you got once you pass from 12th, it's like an entry to the real life, you know. Like once you're done with that, then you kind of have this new responsibilities on your head which are more tough and hard, that you need to now live and you have to make a life. You have to do something to make a living out of it and to survive in this world, or else you're just going to be in a very bad state even though you have a degree. I mean a 12th degree or certificate.
Sure, man, sure. Anyway, what was speaking of Pizza Hut? Even though we just spoke in the previous episodes about the experience of our farewell, how bad it was, but for me, I remember that day they were serving pizza as for snacks, because it was not we were not having the party late night, so we were having Pizza Hut. And remember Pizza Hut and some juice or something they were giving. And I remember I didn't get one pizza. All boxes were
I don't
taken.
remember.
I didn't get, no, you didn't know, you did not know, possibly did not know, because you were also somewhere else. But I remember this very
Hmm.
well, that everybody got the pizza and I didn't get a chance to eat. The whole 12th graders ate. I didn't get a chance to
Oh.
get. I didn't get a chance to eat. But anyway, it was, and it was still a blessing in disguise for me, because that was the very same year in 2018 when I started my weight loss journey. So it was kind of blessing in disguise, in a sense I didn't get a chance to eat, so I was like, I was on track already, so it was good. Anyway, the main this was just the topics to stall a bit and come to the main issue, because again we also have to talk about some current issues that's going on. We had to skip from the Kashmiri files which you were pulling on. I said that we have to discuss about this in the upcoming videos, but the most new thing that has started to come, have you heard that Saudi Arabia, which is the largest exporter, number one exporter of oil, second most uh, in terms of producing oil, is ready to sell to China the crude oil in yen, not in petrodollars, not in US dollars.
No, I haven't heard of it.
It's a big news. It's over the headlines. So now this is basically the collapse of US dominance over the world. Because what happened was, when US started to come up, when this dollar started to come up, they were backed by gold, and to have a stronger hold on the world, they they backed up their dollars to the black gold. So they had a treaty with Saudi Arabia, King Faisal, at that time, and then they made an agreement that all the oil that you're going to be transporting around the world has to be dealt in US dollar. That's the reason the dollar is so strong, and that's how the US has an empire, basically able to control almost the whole world. Okay, but essentially because of the war, it has affected this, and it has brought this situation now that Saudi Arabia uh, is ready to sell oil in yen. And if you do a bit of research, the most interesting thing is about 25% of the oil goes to China, and China being the one of the biggest clients for Saudi Arabia. So that's a big chunk of money, a big chunk that will be sold in yen. So it's going to create a big balance in the economy for the US. Something will get affected. Now let's see what happens, what kind of effects it happens. But it's for sure that
Yeah,
the dominance of the US, like they say now, in history, like every empire has a collapse. So we're actually gonna see a collapse of an empire right now, of the US being the empire of the world. We're collapsing. You can see the collapse has already begun.
yeah,
And only thing this war is actually escalating it, is making it faster, uh, because the more sanctions they are doing on Russia and everything, it's making them more closer to China. And
yeah,
China's gonna buy oil from Russia, even the gas. They've already made a 30-year agreement to make a pipeline that will connect to China, and the natural gas and crude oil will be sent to China. I think they are dealing that in euros, but again, it's a different currency. It's not it's not US dollars. That's one thing. Even though the world is propagandizing that every country is against Russia, India is not against Russia. They condemned, but not against Russia. I have a Twitter page, a Twitter screenshot, where it's funny that India bought oil from Russia recently at 20 to 25%, 20 to 50% discount, and that too bought in Indian rupees.
hmm,
So that's a different thing. So essentially, what we are seeing now is a balance of power. It's not like the US is being completely dominating. We're actually seeing China, Iran, and because of this unity of China, Iran, and Russia, you're seeing the Asia is starting to rise up. So we're going to see a balance of power now. So the world is becoming in a polar, is being very polar. It's not being like it's not being a monopoly. It's being competitive now. You're seeing two sides basically of power. It's going to be very interesting in the next couple of years.
But you
Or
know what? The thing where wait, I forgot the word. Like you're saying, they're buying in Indian rupees. Now the reason why the countries buy it on basis of US dollars is because US dollar is really strong and it's stable.
not
There's this
not
word,
just not just
foreign exchange risk. There's this thing called foreign exchange risk, where the currency is
to
continuously fluctuating. That's why they use US dollars to pay in, like,
no, it's not just that. It's because it's backed by petrol. That's why US dollar is also called petrodollars. Do a bit of
okay.
research. There is a reason why they are sold in always in dollars. That's how they had a domination around the world. That's why that's why if they sanction or anything, it affects the oil prices and everything.
Hmm.
If US sanctions a country, then and if they are producers of oil, khalas, it increases the prices. It has an effect. They were very smart by dealing by control because of backing it with petrol, they had control over the money very easily.
Yeah.
So because and the one who controls the money, and then controls most of the resources. So that's the thing. Now we're going to see a very different world in a couple of months, or maybe in a year, because we are going to see uh, the Asia is also rising and the decline of US.
Yeah.
We're seeing
Let's
that.
see.
Very interesting. Anyway, uh, this episode maybe not that too much entertaining. It's just that we both are kind of busy with our own schedule and a bit tired.
Also, we are getting exhausted by the amount of topics we have is being exhausted. So we kind of need new topics, but we kind of can't get the topics because we're like also busy in our own uh,
Mm,
stuff, especially education. So it's tough to focus on education and YouTube as well. But if I feel like if we don't have universities and stuff like that, we would be more able to focus on YouTube and be more entertaining, and we could put more into what we are already doing.
at least, at least I'm trying to get something out of it every week. Trying to plan. I think what I would suggest you is that what you do is like we post every like Sunday or Monday, at least every day. If you are having a if you take a break of 30 minutes, 30 minutes, if you're doing a project or in that, just take a 30 minutes break. Just go random, try to find something that you find it interesting. Any topic you find interesting, do a bit of a research. You don't have to go into you don't have to go in detail like me. You can just, and then you can continue that whole thing in the next couple of episodes. Who cares? At the end
Yeah,
of the day, it's my podcast. I am welcome any kind of input.
yeah,
So something, what my philosophy is, something is better than nothing. At least try.
true, yeah.
And the thing is, I give my inputs, you give my inputs, and the whole topic just gets automatically gets filled like a balloon. Just put in the air, and then we fill up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed some of our good school stories and some of the current events that I've said. And see you in the next podcast.
you guys like, share, and subscribe.
Share, and subscribe.
Forgot that
Don't.
again.
Yes. anyway, anyway, 26 subscribers. Yeah, I shared. I told to one of my family members now from the adult side. Right now, just a little bit cousins around my age or slightly older, but this is one of the adults. I told him because I think he's a bit closer to me. This uncle is very closer to me. I messaged him on WhatsApp. I said, "Look, I'm giving you my YouTube channel right now. Don't tell to the rest of the adults." I don't want to backfire all the way from it, from a circle, from one WhatsApp message all the way to straight into my mom's WhatsApp. It's a very dangerous
Yeah,
game. This is called desi news. One news
Desi news.
gets
Yeah, but I mean, you're there on social media now. And once you, if I don't know, if one day any one of our videos explode or gets famous or gets something, one clip captures people's attention, then eventually she'll know. People will know.
yeah, but the thing is, I wanted a surprise. I want like the fame to reflect. Get what I'm saying? If I say
Yeah,
now,
even I'm kind of waiting. Once I hit like
like
maybe in 10,000 subscribers, something like that, and then I would tell my
let them
family.
discover themselves. The reason being is I want to show that I can make in life. If I tell now, then they will say like "Yeah, I'm not sure," they will be unsure. So it's kill
Yeah.
them with the success. I want to literally kill my parents, but success, not with a weapon.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize this video now.
No, this is simple motivational facts. They say like, kill them with your
Yeah.
success. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, they are my
I, I
parents.
thought I thought the quote was kill them with your kindness.
Oh, success is the best revenge, but I can't say that to them, no, because there's nothing to
Yeah.
avenge myself from them with them. So
Exactly. Yeah.
murder them with success. Not oh no, this is
That is insane, bro. Take it back.
this is the thing. This is the crazy word. Sometimes I use. Kids don't use
Anyways,
it.
guys, you get the point. Like and subscribe this video and share if you
Yeah,
enjoy it.
luckily it's in the end. So how many people watch towards the end? It's still less.
Barely any.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next podcast. We hope to deliver a better content every week.
Until next time, stay safe. Catch you in the next podcast.